Hello, my loves. I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome into this video for the solar season of Libra. Welcome in. If you are new, hello. It's good to have you here. I do have an intro video to let you know how to get the most out of these readings. It is not necessary, but it is a fun way for you to dive deeper with me and these readings if you want to check that out before you continue on in this reading. For those who are not new, hi, welcome back. It's so nice to have you guys here. So we are celebrating the solar shift of the sun into the astrological sign of Libra. So this will happen on September 22nd. This also coincides with the equinox, which is when the energies on that day when the sun moves is completely balanced. And that is the theme of the Libra archetype that we are spotlighting. We consider the sun the spotlight of our solar system. So as it spotlights the Libra energy, we're spotlighting this theme of balance and all of the other things that the Libra energy embodies. So you can see the guy here holding the scales. The scales are the sign or the symbol of the energy of Libra. And the Libra vibration deals with relationships, balance, beauty, harmony, and diplomacy. That's the energy that we are going to be sitting in for the entire solar phase, which goes from September 22nd until October 23rd. So while the sun's in Libra, we're going to be highlighting these qualities, celebrating these qualities, and allowing ourselves to learn a little bit more about how this energy plays a role in our own lives. So these readings are based on which planets, your moon, your sun, and or your ascending are in the sign of Libra. So if you have none of those energies in Libra, don't worry, there's another reading for you, which is called the background Libra energy, and I'll describe a little bit more about what all of these mean in your individual part of your reading. This introduction is for all of the videos, so don't worry if you're not at the right video yet. How to find what video to watch? Well, you're going to want to run your birth chart. If you need a quick way to run your birth chart, you can click on the link in the description, put in your birth data into that link, and just get all of your information. If you don't know your birth time, I have a tutorial video to show you how to find your birth time so that you can enter it into the birth chart generator. If you want to learn more about what it is that you're looking at, there's also a tutorial video I have for how to find your birth information on astro.com. You can go ahead and do that. What you're looking for is this little symbol here, the scales. It's the line on the bottom and then the kind of looks like scales on top. And you're looking for what planets are going to be in that sign. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I definitely recommend the tutorial video that I just referenced with astro.com. And you're going to watch every single video for every single planet that you have or your ascending sign in this symbol. Or if you don't have any of those, you'll watch the background. All right. If you have questions after watching the tutorial videos, please reach out. I'm happy to help you. I love teaching about this stuff and using the astrology cards to kind of play with the stars and learn more about our astrology as we get guidance from our support team. So if you want to support me, you can do so in many ways. I have a chakra meditation service on WhatsApp. The meditations are absolutely incredible. We focus on a different meditation each week, and you can get this service for only $14.40 a month. You can go to my website to sign up for this or other services with me, devotedandvulnerable.com/services. You can also share this, comment on it. Those are the two main ways. So if you want to support me, the last way is, of course, you can give me a financial contribution at paypal.me/devotedvulnerable. Link is also in the description. I am so excited to have this Libra energy to celebrate. Thank you, all of the solar Libras who are with us. celebrating and bringing your balance into this world, your beauty, your focus on relationships, your harmony, your diplomacy. It's so valuable to have your energy as part of this zodiac story. And we're all going to be finding out where we embody this energy and celebrating that. And also, as with every solar shift, I recommend you spy a little bit on the solar Libras in your life. That means anyone who has a birthday between this time frame. You're going to be looking at how they shine, especially how they embody these elements of the Libra archetype, so you can incorporate them into your own life for your own alignment. Yes, we have covered everything that we need to cover, and we are going to dive right in to the individual readings. I'll see you guys there. This video is for you if Saturn was in the sign of Libra when you were born. Hi and welcome in. We're going to be getting a powerful affirmation to guide you this solar phase by the Super Attractor deck by Gabrielle Bernstein. First, we're going to talk a little bit about the Saturn energy and how it being in Libra really affects you and your life. So, the planet always represents the what. The what of Saturn is discipline. The sign always represents the how. So how discipline expresses itself in your life is through the Libra energy. Relationships have a theme of discipline for you. Balance is very important in your discipline. And by discipline, I don't mean punishment. I mean routine, structure. It can be, well, we'll talk about that in a second. Beauty. You might also need to incorporate something beautiful within your structure of your routine in order to progress in your life. Harmony is really important for you. You got to have resonance with what it is that you're doing, with how you're setting up this discipline. And diplomacy. Working with others is very important to you. Creating a harmonious working environment is important to you. So the interesting thing about Saturn is that it's kind of like, it's a challenger in the astrological story, so it will bring us challenges, and a lot of times it'll suppress the gifts of the sign that it's in until our Saturn return, which happens from 28 to 30. Saturn return is a very interesting thing that happens in our lives when we're between the years of 28 and 30 years old. And after the return, we actually are able to activate and access the gifts of the sign that Saturn is in more strongly. So for you, after your Saturn return, you're going to be able to express these energies more so than if it's before your Saturn return. However, recognizing that this area of your life is suppressed and that you're being invited to learn through difficulty in this area can help make your Saturn return phase a little bit easier for you. I would go look that up if you're not in that phase of your life yet. It's a very important astrological journey that we go through, and it can be a huge initiation if you're not prepared for it. So definitely see if you can prepare for it before you get there. But in general, I want you to focus this solar phase on how to structure your routines, how to meet challenges with the Libra energy, how to bring balance into your routine, how to bring beauty there, how to encourage relationships. So for you, you might do better if you do something with a friend, okay? You might actually, like having someone to hold you accountable might be very helpful for you in your own disciplines. We're going to find out from the Super Attractor deck what affirmation is going to most support you in your discipline this solar phase. Okay. If you haven't already called in your support team, if you haven't already taken a few breaths and opened your heart to receive whatever guidance you need to hear right now, please do that as I draw the card. Oh, yes. I heal the habit of fear and I embrace the habit of love. I love this so much. Powerful, powerful message. So what I'm getting is that some of you believe that in order to motivate yourself, you have to put like fear into your life in order to be motivated. And that is something you're being invited to shift this month. You're being invited to create habits based in love instead of fear. So if you've been using fear as a motivator, it's time to drop that. If you have been creating structures and routines and disciplines around keeping you from, like if you've created something to keep you safe, see what you can do to increase love instead. So make sure that your structures and your routines that you're setting up in your life are love-based and not fear-based. That's really what I'm meaning here. So in your routines, habits, right? You want to ask every single habit that you have, is it fear or love? Is it fear or love? Is it fear or love? And then just be open. Okay, that's fear. That's a fear-based habit. What is a love-based habit that I can replace that with? Okay. So like a fear-based habit is motivating yourself with negative talk. So you replace that with a love-based habit of motivating yourself with love-based talk. Okay. Like talk to yourself like you would talk to your dog. Okay. Or like if you check your bank account habitually, right? And there's fear energy there. You're like, oh my gosh, what if there's not enough? Still, you can check your bank account, but you might want to change your vibration, or you might just want to change your habit of checking your bank account. Instead of checking your bank account, maybe, I don't know what's a good replacement for that. I'm trying to think and I can't. I'm like really not coming up with anything. Perhaps it's creating, oh, that's a good one. Creating, instead of checking what you do have, maybe creating a budget for what you would do with a whole bunch of money if you had it. Just for the fun of seeing dollar signs being allocated towards things that you like and feeling supported and abundant in that, okay? But definitely ask yourself, how can I change this fear-based habit into a habit of love? Your disciplines this solar phase need to be based in love. Your habits need to be based in love. They don't need to be, but when they are, you're going to be healed. You're going to be supported. You're going to feel yourself embodying harmony, beauty, all of these Libra energies and archetypes this solar phase. All right, my beautiful Saturns in Libras. One other thing I wanted to mention about the Saturn energy. Saturn moves through the zodiac every 2.5 years. So those who are born around the same time as you most likely have the same alignment. So if you know people who are born around the same time as you, this might also be advice for them. You can send it to them. But recognize that the outer planets, as they get further and further away, the energy becomes more and more generational. So although this is specific for you, it's also really relevant to a lot of people who were born around the same time. It also might help you to realize that everyone born around the same time as you had the same things suppressed before it was released. Like everybody who was born underneath the Saturn in Libra has the same energy. So everyone within that 2.5 year phase, shares a similar story as you. So it's just interesting to note, something to keep in mind, a way to open your heart and be compassionate. All right, Saturn in Libras, I am now complete. And as always, namaste. The universal light within me salutes and honors the universal light within you. Namaste.